everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you the latest issues from KnipMode Magazine, Burda and La Maison Victor. And again, I'm making these videos. I know that all of them, they are at least in Germany for a while out, so for a week or two. But I really want to keep making these videos because like this I can watch myself what I like in the every month magazine, and I can find easier the things that I want to sew. So it's like a video sewing list for myself. So let's get started. I have I think I'm going to start with this one first and then go to the other ones. If you want to see a particular one, please check the timestamps in the video and you can jump from one to another. You don't have to watch the whole thing if you are not interested. So I'm just going to put these ones away, and we have here the latest issue from La Maison Victor. And when if I say the latest, I really mean the latest one, or the last one actually, because the magazine just brought up the last issue, and they are stopping with the magazine. They are stopping also with their web shop and with their website, which is a really pity, because I know that these days we have also the Februari magazine, but I do find that although Februari has also really nice patterns, I do find their patterns having a little bit more ease and a little bit more out there, I don't know. But in the La Maison Victor, I did find almost every month something that I really liked, and I still bought the magazine. And yeah, it's a pity. From what I read on the internet, the company that has La Maison Victor bought also KnipMode Magazine, so this one, and maybe they had to make a choice. Although I think both of these magazines, they do have their own public, and also I think there are a lot of sewers that they are sewing from both of them. So I don't know, it's a really big pity that La Maison Victor is stopping. But let's take a look on what they have in this last issue. Although I think the decision to stop, it was a little bit abrupt, I don't know, because they did a month or two before this one came out, they came with a message that they are going to stop, and they promised a really special one. I don't think this is their best work, definitely not one to wrap up the things with, but still there are some nice patterns. And I bought the magazine, to be honest, just because it was the last one, but there are some things that I actually like in it. So let's take a look. Here are the patterns. So for women, for men, and also some children patterns, they're usual. Here is a thank you word from their fans. Here is Lieve, one of my sewing friends, I like to call her, from Belgium. The first pattern is a tunic, and it's a long shirt. To be honest, nothing really special here. Here you can see the drawing. It has some. It has a pleat in the back. I think I really like these slits here in the hem that are finished with a facing. And they did use something a little bit more thicker for this shirt. Let's see what for fabric they used. It's a mix of rayon polyester wool with elastane. So it's a little bit like a light, I don't know, an overshirt, let's say. And the usual from La Maison Victor that they had, you know, with drawings, illustrations for the sewing instructions, which is nice. From the Februari, you know, you have in the magazine, you have the illustrations, but you need, for the whole instructions, you still need to go online, which is for some people kind of annoying. I find that also annoying. But you know, I don't really use the instructions, only if something really, I don't know, difficult. But with the illustrations, I can also find my way, but I can see why some people would find that annoying, to be asked to go online for the full instructions. Here's some inspiration for the Emerson blouse. One of the fans here in the spotlight with different patterns from La Maison Victor. Here is another one. A jacket, which is kind of nice, although I do miss a little bit of a color on this one. Kind of like the detail on the pockets and the princess seams with the pockets. It's kind of nice. Again, a nice cool fabric. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the covered fake buttons here. The jacket is getting closed with snaps, but of course this is easy to adapt and to make real buttonholes with buttons. Kind of a little bit of, how should I say, oversized. Again with the instructions, which it was really nice, you know, for beginners. I think it was it had a really great value. Again, some inspiration for the Daniela vest. I kind of like this shirt, and to be honest, I think adding a little bit of more gathers here would look even nicer, because like how it's looking here on the model of maybe is the fabric, it looks like almost these gathers are more like puckers, but I think with adding just a little bit more length here to have a little bit more to gather would look even nicer. But it's a nice t-shirt, I like that one. What I don't like is the gaping of the neckband, but you see, a little bit more gathers would look really, really nice. And I kind of like her sweater also, her cardigan. So I think to add a little bit more length here, to get a little bit more gathers, I would maybe slash here the pattern, the front piece, add a little bit of more length, keep the hem shape, and then automatically you'll get more gathers. Oh, this is really bad, this neckline. It's really not nice. But it has potential. It's a nice t-shirt. These are some white pants, not a favorite, with a really wide elasticated band. Definitely not my favorite in this one. The Marley pants. I really don't like this wide waistband. Nice because they have sides and not slashed pockets, or yeah, they do have pockets, and a little bit of sewing history, the history of Gutermann thread. Interesting to read. This one is a nice, it's a nice dress, although really simple. I did see in a lot of magazines this, you know, like last month Burda with the jersey, pants and sweater. This one is kind of the same fabric and is making a really nice and comfy dress. I am not a really big fan of the pockets, or maybe with a little bit more pressing to get them more nicer to stay flat, or even stitch them a little bit. This flaring out is not a really nice look. Again, and the flaps here are just sewn on the dress, so you can definitely leave those out and add some real pockets on the side seams. I like her. This is an article on how to adjust the patterns for your bust, like full bust adjustments or the otherwise small bust adjustments. The sewing room of some readers. Here is another blouse, the Alani blouse. This one is made for rayon fabrics, for woven. It has some nice details with this, let me see if there are kind of flaps of, or the fabric is sewn in such a way. Let's see. Actually, the sleeve, it gets a little bit of an extra piece here that is forming this this edge on the shoulder, but I do think that in this case, you see, this little flap here is on the sleeve, but I think to get a really nice sitting blouse, the rear shoulder seam should sit on the shoulder, and then you have that sleeve with that extra bit. I think here is for this model is a little bit too big, but it is a nice detail for the sleeve. But definitely I think it's really important to have the shoulder seam of the blouse sitting exactly on the shoulder point. Some nice inspo here, some sewing tips, a skirt, not much to say, an A-line skirt. Yep. Let's see, this would require fabric with two good sides, because here on these flowers is going to show the back side of the fabric. This is a cool sweater, and I kind of like the combination what they made here. Again, I don't know what happened here, but this one is also looking kind of big for this model, or she's just sitting a little bit strange, but everything is sitting off from her body, and I don't know. It's not the best representation for this sweater, but I think it's a really nice model. Also color blocked as it is, and with a nice yoke detail here on the front and on the back, and some piping added. Yes, this one is a nice one. I really like this one. And I was really surprised between all these inspiration pictures from past makes from the readers. I even found my own picture here. Really small, but I'm here. Can you see me? This is my Genevieve dress made in a Minerva fabric, challis, really nice dress. I wear that a lot. And this is for the men in our life, a sweater pattern, also with a little bit of color blocking. Kind of like it. And let's see what we have more. This is a knit pattern for a vest, a child's cardigan, for sewing, of course. I really like the fabric they used. It's sweet. And let's see here some tips on how to sew with the bias band. Actually, yes, there are 2-3 ways. And the jumpsuit also for kids. This is for knit fabrics. Really handy for beginner sewers. This was a great magazine. Of course, you can still buy these past issues. And a sweet dress. And this one is made in a baby rib. I think it's a knit fabric. Or is it woven? No, I think it's a woven. It's a woven, yes. Yep. And I think we are almost at the end. I was really surprised after they came with the message that they are going to stop. Oh, and some really cool wings to make for the little ones. I was really surprised when they came with a message on the Facebook page that after a really short time, that group was really invaded with La Maison Victor magazines for sale, like there was nothing good anymore in the magazine, which is a really pity, because again, they did have in all the issues at least one pattern that I loved, and I really have a lot of their magazines. So yeah, it's a pity that they are stopping, but it's nothing to do. So this was La Maison Victor, the last magazine. They are stopping, they are done, but we are going to go further with KnipMode Magazine, and I really like the cover dress. But let's see. let me not make 2 hours video with this. The modern romance, I don't know. This is a nice dress for the, I don't know, special occasion. I really like the bust lines here with the lace. I don't know if it's something that I would wear, but in the technical drawing is looking really nice. This is a top which it has a lot going on with the frills, double frills actually, and the sheared waistband here, more elastic in the sleeves, and a ruffle on the neck. I don't know, I think I will maybe skip the sheared band and just, I don't know, it's going on a lot here. They also say that there is a lot in this top. This is a blouse that I like. I really like the gathers here in the sleeves, and also the whole thing is really nice. And this one is made here in a cotton, but I think it will look really nice also in a rayon. Of course, it will be much lesser voluminous in a drapier fabric, but it still is a nice design. Also a lot of gathers here in the back. The pants are also quite nice. This is a vest which is actually is coming back in the magazine also as a sweater, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this when we get to the sweater part. A sweet dress skirt, sorry, with blind button placket here in the front. I kind of like these big pockets. A sweater, as you can see, we've seen a sweater in the La Maison Victor. We are seeing one here. This one also with some top stitching details, and a smaller version from the mini. From the mini is in the Knip Kids, in the issue, I don't know, the latest issue or something. This is it's really funny because this is something similar like we've seen in the La Maison Victor, is a tunic, shirt, dress, something, but this one has some really cool details here on the sleeve with a button placket, and they are also in the sleeve, in the hem, they have some slits. And this is the shirt version of the same pattern of this one. Here is a shirt with buttons on the side and with no collar. They are making a variation on just a few patterns actually. And here we have a shirt, and if we are going back, I think we can, you see this is the same one that we've seen. That's nice. And you are going to say, hey, are you coming all the way back? But I am pretty sure that this shirt, actually it has, but we'll see if it's coming back again. The pants are kind of nice, but I will make them without the slit here, although the slit adds a little bit of a detail, of course. And here is a technical drawing of the long shirt dress. This is a nice jacket. It's a popular model always, this type, but on this one I really like the sewn darts here in the sleeves. This is a nice detail, and they used for this one is a knitted cotton, and this one is, I'm not sure what is this, and they also don't say. Yes, they say that this is an crinkle cotton. This one something is cotton and linen mix. This one is a nice one. I really like those darts in the sleeves. Okay, here are all the patterns, and you can see actually here, if you watch a little bit, you can see how they worked with the patterns. This is the vest that I showed you in the beginning, the white one, and here they have the sweater version of it, and of course here is the, let's see, yes, this is the shirt that I've shown you, the blue one. that they also used it for the dress, but as you can see here, I don't know if you can see, but we'll see it in a moment, the dress has no color, but it has, of course, it's a dress, it has the skirt part. And what I really like actually is the dress with the color. That will be even nicer. And then they do have here some extra combinations. For example, this is the dress, a dress, and here is a top from the same dress with a nice insertion here for the neckline. And we will see in the moment. And here is the jacket that we just seen with made in a shorter length and added with a little bit extra details. And this blouse with all the gathers made also as a dress with a blind blind button placket, and let's see, with another kind of sleeve, which is nice because, you know, if you make the blouse and you want to have the dress later, you have already fitted the blouse, you know what to do for your dress. So that's kind of nice. Of course, we have here the maze of finding your pattern and the instructions, and that's the sweater that we are going to see in a moment. Let's see what we have as first pattern here. So this is a shorter variation of the other jacket. As you can see, they kept here the darts, but they added a sleeve tab, which makes the sleeve a little bit narrower on the wrist. And they did add a little bit of detail here on the collar, as you can see. And I think that would be also cool actually to make this on both sides. Would be even nicer, I think, to have a little bit of a color. This sweater is actually pretty cool, and I've seen this model or a little bit of a variation of it in all the sewing magazines that I have, well, with the exception of the Patronius magazine. I've seen one in Burda, a little bit similar. I've seen one in La Maison Victor, they have one, and KnipMode also has one. I think KnipMode has one as a dress, if I'm not mistaken, but every magazine has a similar one. And actually I own a top like this, but it's ready to wear one. This one is kind of nice. I would not add this fabric, this color blocking, but I think in one fabric, in one color would be really, really nice. This is a nice top, and this one is going on my list. I really like this insertion here on the neckline. The skirt is also nice, and what did they use for the skirt? It's a scuba fabric. It's really, really nice. But I think to make it really nice, and of course color blocking is something really personal, but sewing all these corners perfectly, that will make this a really good skirt or a disaster. And this is the dress variation of the top with the insertion on the neckline. Of course, I think you can easily use the insertion of the top also on the dress to give it a little bit of interest. Oh, this is looking here really, really sloppy. I don't really like this one. I don't know. This is the dress variation of that top with that shirt with all the gathers. I'm not sure about it. Looks kind of nice here, not so much here. Maybe it's the fabric, and I really don't like this white tie. This is something that I like. It's not only because it's blue, but it's very sleek. It's really, really nice, and it's made in modal. It's very drapey fabric, really nice. And again, that blouse with the gathers made in a bigger size. With the skirt, I still like the skirt, and really nice with the top stitching details here on the pockets. Oh, I really like her. She looks really, really nice. The skirt and the top variation in a printed fabric. Still can see the detail in the front. This is a nice dress, and they do give some it's also lined, and they have some variation made as a jacket even. And again, this is a popular type of dress, as I've seen this one with the flaps here in the front in a lot of the other magazines. And there is a tutorial on how to sew the pockets, which is nice, and some inspiration for fabric. And of course, fabric will also dictate what kind of dress you will get. They do use only fabrics with a little bit of body, but I wonder how it will look with drapier fabric. Maybe skip the pockets and add some side seam pockets. Would be also nice. But I think in all these variations, the most besides the flaps here, I think having a belt made like this would be a really nice detail. I cannot really see this one with a tie belt or something like this. Or maybe ready to wear, that will also work. And this is what we get next month. It's spring fashion. Exciting to see the sun again. We have only rain here. So the latest one is the Burda Style, issue 2 2023. And they are starting with their announcement, what they had actually in the last month magazine, somewhere at the end, but no, not everybody did see that message, because I did see some people complaining that there is no curvy size pattern anymore in the regular Burda. And as they said in the last edition, in the regular Burda, starting with now, they have only the regular sizing from 36 to 44 and sometimes to size 48. And the curvy sizes are, or the curvy Burda magazine is coming now 4 times a year instead of 2. So they are going to, there you will find the curvy patterns. The first pattern of the magazine is a simple skirt made in a plissé fabric. Then a dress. I don't know, I'm not a really big fan of this one. A drop shoulder dress made in a rayon mix. And I do think that for this one you need to have something that is not really bulky, because with all these gathers here in the waist, not look really nice. I really like these pants, and they have a really nice top stitching detail on the waist. It's a cool pair. This is a dress. It's a little bit like the, you know, the one that from what's the name? I cannot remember. I did make that one from Closet Core Patterns, but there the dress has some pleats here instead of darts, but it's really kind of similar. It's a nice one, a wrap dress. And here I think is a variation on the subject, but this one is actually a variation on, you can see a little bit of the shoulder, and the armhole is a little bit from that dress, with some gathers at the bust and some gathers here at the waist. Although here in the back I can see a little bit, you think that there is a pleat, but I'm not sure if there is a pleat, because here I see no pleat. A short jacket, a blouse made in poplin, and the same for men. This one is in sizes 48-56 with short sleeves. This is a nice jersey top. I don't know if you've seen this one before in Burda, maybe, with the ruched sides here. It's a nice basic shirt. This one is going to size 48. Yeah, a dress with stitched pleats in the front here. The little one is from Burda 2019, if you want to make it for your little girl. A little bit of mini-me thing. A jersey dress, and we go a little bit back to the La Maison Victor, where we've seen also that one made in a really comfortable jersey. This one is a sleeveless one. I kind of like these openings here at the neckline. And a jacket for men, kind of overshirt, something really light. And this one is with their sewing tutorial, which is nice. Blazer with some nice details. Again, that pleated stitch pleats sleeveless dress, and another shirt dress. And this one is actually really the same as the beige one, only here you don't have the gathers. And a really nice shirt here with a long sleeve. Cargo pants, a sweet skirt, a polo shirt, and the dress with the openings as a top here. I really like it. A simple blouse with a cut-on sleeve and some piping insertions here, the sleeves and at the neckline. Again, a sweatshirt dress. I kind of like the details on the neckline and on the hem. And this is actually a jacket that I kind of like. I like the pockets here with these little details, kind of sporty. And if I'm not mistaken, they did make this one in another fabric too. Again, the sleeveless top, and this is a really nice dress. It's sleeveless and is actually kind of interesting, because if we are bringing this back with the flaps here on the sleeves, actually this one has a little bit similar thing going on, only this one is sleeveless, and I bet we can make that one also sleeveless. Here's some info and some tips for sewing the garments. Bermuda pants. Oh, and this one was also funny, because I was telling you last month that I did send a picture here about my denim jacket, which was made in well, not in a denim, but in a jacquard from Minerva, and it was really nice to find my picture in this issue. A blouse made in rayon, and the shirt, another blouse made in cotton with some gathers here, the neckline and the collar. I think I like this one. Variation on the skirt, and this one is the green jacket from a few pages before, but this one is made in what is this? It's a paper touch cotton, and the pockets are a little bit changed here. I'm not sure if those are really real pockets or just the 4 welt pockets. And a variation on the blouse we've just seen with the piping, and this is a really nice interesting detail here on the neckline. A simple gathered skirt, and again that really cool dress. You can really see here the flaps. They are different as how they are sewn. In the KnipMode magazine those are cut on the front piece, but here they are separate pieces that are sewn into the dress. A longer shirt, and this one is again that dress but with added sleeves, which makes it really, really nice for colder periods of the year. I really like this one. And the blazer in another fabric, and also the jacket, the nice jacket is coming with a sewing tutorial, which is kind of nice. Let's see if the pockets are real pockets. They are not faux pockets, but I would really make only the welt and not make the pocket, you know, the pocket bag. Really nice, the blouse, I really like it with all the gathers here in the back. Some outfit inspiration, and a little bag, not my type of bag, and a bow for your hair. And the latest envelope patterns from Burda are out, and that's it. And this is for the next month, some glittery fabrics, some dresses, some romance. And in the German issue the patterns are in the separate piece in the magazine. Here you can see them all. So this is it. These were my magazines for this month. well, the month is almost over, so very soon I will get new ones. At the end of the month I get the Patrones magazine, but that one I get it only as a digital issue, as I quit my paper subscription. But if there are nice patterns in it, I'll make a short video on that one too. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and put your notifications on to get notified when the next video for the next magazines is online. Bye everybody!